Day, my friends of financial literacy looking towards a career in an apprenticeship. You're going to see this as the first step or first tab of the post secondary plan, which is a simulation and an ACP prep, a place where you can start to document what you think you may want to do as you exit Milton High School in the spring of 2019. If you're a junior, spring of 2018, if you're a senior. Up here on the top, there's a link which will take you to the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. This tells you about their training center just 45 minutes north on I-90 off of Highway 19, where you can learn to be pipe laying, mason tending, concrete pouring, scaffold building, get paid while you learn, then go out and do safely. All right, so if I go back here, I intend to complete an apprenticeship for. You tell what you're planning on doing. You might even know where you want to work. It could be JP Cullen. It could be unknown. Will there be any schooling needed for this? Yeah, if you're going to use this Wisconsin laborers thing, great. If there's another thing that you know about that you learned from Mrs. Kenyon or others, great. How long is it going to take? What type of training? Now, as I was looking on this right here, which is the pay scale, I saw that a new Mason would make about $14 per hour, which I don't know, 14 times 50 or 40 hours times 50 weeks per week, 50 weeks, that would be about, I don't know, let's just say $26,000. I'm not going to get the calculator out right now. That's gross pay, how much you make before taxes are taken out. That means that 20,011 right here is what you would make once you have got some once the taxes are taken out. Here's what you get maybe when you get along a little older and are more experienced. Okay, down in the bottom of this first slide, you can throw your resume on there, like my resume. All right, and then throw a link in there. There's a link button up here. This is the link button, and you can go to your Google Docs and link it up. If you get some letters of recommendation from teachers and others, throw that there. This is a really easy section here. It's kind of like a dream building, goal setting kind of thing. What do you want to achieve within the next 5 years? You want to get your own apartment, own a used car, pay for a new car, what type, go on a 1 week vacation. What do you want to do the next 10 to 15 years? You want to go back to school, get married, children. That should be the easiest part that you do on this entire thing. Then we're going to get to this point. Now, you notice here, it says 1,675.92. If you go back to step one, that's based on this. They take this divided by 12. And that would be how much you would bring home per month. So what your goal down here is, if your net pay is what's left over after taxes, and that's what that number is up there, you would type this up here, right? If you had other income, like maybe you're doing some side jobs, maybe you make $200 there. I don't know. Right now you don't know. So let's put that as 0, all right? Now we got to think about our spending. Well, I usually say 10% of what you make should automatically go to a savings account, right? I would say if you're going to be rooming with somebody else or using the car that you currently have, maybe you want to start putting $50 away in an emergency fund in case something goes bad. And I've always told people, and you're going to learn this in this class, maybe you think about putting $50 a month into your retirement plan. Now, down here, that's all that's spent in saving, right? 14%, 15, 16% there, 16.11. Now, what about rent? Okay, great. You found a roommate, and you're going to live near Madison. Now, that's pretty good because you want to keep your shelter and utilities less than 50%. So that would be rent, water, heat, all that stuff that comes with renting a place. Now, what if you had a car? Now we're looking at, like, let's come back to car. You know what? No, let's do it. Let's say you're going to keep the car you have. You're just going to pay for gas that you use each month. Let's say $200. $125 for yourself because you can't go without that. Food. You got to pay for food. For yourself, let's say $200 a month. Clothing. Clothing. What are you going to do for that? All right, maybe you need $100 a month there. Entertainment. You're going to probably want to have some fun while you're growing up here. So let's just say 100 there. All right, and now this person, their total expenses are this $1,495. They still have this $1,675. This means they're making more than they're spending right now. This is their spending. This is how much they make. You could stay there. Or you could put the rest of that money, whatever that number is, into miscellaneous or back into the savings. So you could try to make these even. The goal here is to show that you have a plan for how you're going to spend your money. We're going to talk about bonus or budgets next week. The final step is the reflection. Tell me. Don't just write one paragraph sentence. Write 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences. What you learned as you went through this process. Man, I learned about how much Masons work. I learned about this training opportunity. Do this seriously. Big part of your grade. Hey, if you have other questions, let me know. Send me an email. Talk to me in class. I'm out.